Get my phone plugged in. How's it going, internet? We're archiving film today. Nobody's watching, so we'll see. I haven't done a live on YouTube in quite some time. Um, well, welcome. If you haven't seen it, I just put out a video on how I archive my 35 millimeter film. Let me go get that. Oh,
So little.
what do you mean? Huh, that's weird. Well, no one's watching. So maybe this ain't worth doing on YouTube. Maybe I should just go back to Instagram where people like me. I think Sarah's the only one watching. Anyway, how you doing, internet? We got all my film that I need to archive because I was too busy making a video about archiving film. So I was only able to archive one sheet. I got the film hung up there, ready to be cut up. Got my light table, my skizzers, and my fancy binder thing. We're gonna cut it up and figured, since I'm a content person, everything has to be content, and I'd field any questions we got. But eh, no one's here. No, just Sarah. So maybe I'll just do this on my own because you guys don't love me. I'm not going to start cutting things up until someone gets here.
Somebody gets a scissor and meet them.
How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we got scissors. Hey, we got somebody in here. Okay, I guess it's worth doing, if even just for you. How you doing? Happy New Year. It's time to cut up some film and get it all archived. So I was too busy producing a video about how I do just that. But now I have time for myself. So another vital component is gloving up. I got this pack of gloves. You can check out my affiliate link in the main video if you want to buy the same gloves as me, because it's so important. Why are you chewing on your film? Don't do that. We're trying to preserve it for future decades to come. So if you're ruining it, that's defeating the point. It's defeating the purpose. Anyway, how you doing? You having a good New Year time? Let's cut up some film, baby. You better get all your friends in here because if it's just me cutting up film for you, I don't know how long I can keep this up. I'm here for attention from internet strangers. That's what it's all about. Right now, we got a roll of this is probably some Kodak Eastman Double X black and white motion picture film. Gonna cut it up. It looks like this is Sarah's roll. This is Sarah's roll that we shot in a few episodes ago on the Minolta X700 episode where I say photo walks suck. I want to be stuck in your basement developing your film. No, but then that would rob me the joy of developing my film, I do have some film to develop. Check this out. Since I don't have a dark room, I just use these dark room trays as like a catch-all. Here's what I have on my desk to develop. Problem is with this one, I'm not sure if it's been shot or not. It could be it's a found roll that I found in a camera, and I don't know if the camera is one of those ones that doesn't rewind it all the way, so the tongue's sticking out, and I never wrote exposed on it, so I have no idea if this has any pictures on it. But there's that one. I got a roll of Fuji 400, no, 200 that I need to dev. Here's a roll from Sarah, Delta 3200 that I need to dev. What's in this one? Some double X. Oh, I shot this one at 1600, so I need to dev that. Oh, thanks. Yeah, man, I'm hustling. You look more hungover. Dude, I'm not even hungover. I'm just like a little tired, I guess. Yeah, my hair's a mess. Whatever. What are you gonna do, man? I'm not trying to chase perfection. And let's see, what's the last one on my desk that I need to dev? Ooh, black and white stand dev. Sarah shot this back in May, and I haven't dev. And this is just the stuff that's on my desk. I've got more in the freezer that I need to develop. But just so you know, I'm behind. That's the mystery roll. So that one that Sarah shot in May. It's a roll of mystery film. We were at an estate sale, and we found a homemade bulk loader full of film, and I shot it, stand dev'd it, and there was no markings on the edges of the film like you see on this. You see those markings? There was none of that, nothing to identify what it was. So I still don't know what it is. but it was black and white stuff. Anyway, let's trim off the leader and get to archiving, guys. Let me know if you got any questions, remarks, comments, praise. Let me know if you want a Venmo link to help support the channel. Oh man, we scared people away. We had 20 people in here and now there's only 10. What the heck's going on? I thought I was handsome. Anyway, trimmed off the leader. Now we got to count 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then do that a few more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, I wasn't lying when I said I obsessively count it again and again, because especially with bulk loaded film, if you buy a 100-foot roll of like HP5, it'll have frame numbers on there, but depending on how you loaded it, who says they're going to line up with what frame you're actually on? Who's a good drummer? I am. Dude, I'm not anymore. I mean, I was probably okay. People seem to like jamming with me, especially boomers. I think it was just because I was young and had a lot of energy. Um, but I don't know, man. I never got good. Who's a good drummer? Lewis Cole, dude. I love Lewis Cole. Nate Smith, he's a great drummer. I don't know. I can't think of any others right now. What's that Israeli guy I love? I always forget his name. Yo, what am I doing? I'm archiving film. I'm cutting it up, putting it in my binder over here. What are you doing? You watching a nerd play with his film, cutting up his floppy roll. Okay, on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to be careful with this one because the 6th frame here is me. I'll show it to you after I cut it. So this is Sarah's film I'm cutting up right now. Let's see if you can see me. There's me. Look at me. I'm so cute. Rock jams. Yeah, they are bonding, dude. They can also be, I don't know, kind of bad, depending on the crew. I definitely had some shitty bandmates back in the day when in my musical aspiration days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But cool people are cool. But even then, it can be like, if it's not going anywhere, it's a fun hang, but sometimes it's just, you're wasting daylight. YouTube required me to type something here. Film super duper grainy pro guys say that guillotine paper cutter is more comfortable to cut film. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it is. I looked it up. That one, if you guys haven't heard of it, there's a better way to cut film than with scissors. There's a company called Optic, old school Optic, OPTIK, and they make like a fancy purpose-made film cutter, and you actually have rollers. So instead of having to pull it out, you can just roll these things, and it's got rubber gaskets that grab onto the film, and it's got a light diffuser, so you can put a light underneath it and see exactly where you're cutting. But I'm doing fine enough with scissors. I'm not going to waste $50. If they want to send me one, I'll do a review. Okay, get money, buy it. Promo code LOWPRO, 10% off thehancer.com. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I love this shot from Sarah. I'm going to make sure I don't ruin it. If you guys want to see these shots blown up, these are in my Truth About Photo Walks Minolta X700 review video. Sarah said she was waiting for the perfect scene here at this McDonald's, and I kind of like it. You see how that guy is kind of framed by that shadow getting cast there? This is one of my favorite shots of the day from her, and she was still disappointed. She's real hard on herself, as we all are as perfectionists, and creative people. I think the better you get, the more you don't know, and the more you try to improve, and you're just less and less happy with your previous work. But I think a good way to combat that is to just keep on shooting and don't really critique your work too hard until you can get a fresh set of eyes. I feel like once you're removed from the day of the shoot, you can be more impartial towards your own work and not beat yourself up so bad. Anyway, let's keep on cutting. I'm not even a roll in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How you guys doing? Are you having a happy new year? Let me know if you got any questions about anything film related. I'm archiving film today. I'm cutting it up, putting it away. And if you haven't seen it, I just came out with a full-length video on archiving film, and I touch on everything I do right here. I'm just here to hang out. Knops here. It kind of looks like you're editing an old school 35mm movie film. I actually have an 8mm editing station somewhere in storage. So if I can ever make enough YouTube money, I'll probably buy some Super 8 and try to cut together a real artsy indie film for all you guys to be like, wow, Nick, you're so artsy, you're so talented. Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, Nop, look what I got here on my desk. Nop has seen these. If you guys want to put your film in some trash cans, let me know. I'll go over those in a sec once I'm done with this roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And this is the last cut for this roll. Bang. Cut. I can cut off the tail of this one. As you can see the back end of this one is burnt as well, and that's because I bulk loaded it. So when you're taping up an empty can to some bulk film, you always burn the tail a little bit, and you always hope that you spaced it correctly so that you're not burning the last frame, because as we all know, you're always going to burn the first frame after loading up your camera, unless you're just obsessively advance it like 3 or 5 times. But with bulk loading, you also have the possibility of ruining your last frame, which is, maybe I'll do an episode on bulk loading one day. We'll see. Okay, so now nothing left to do but stuff this in the sheets. Okay, so got this here, frame 1, and you make sure you put it in emulsion side down, just like I said in my fancy video. And usually it's easy enough to tell because, it usually curves. It's concave on the emulsion side, but also if you hold it to the light, you can see that the emulsion finish is more matte than this side. This side's more shiny. Let me see if I can catch a reflection there. And then that side's a little more matte. And then also, if there's any rebate, any numbers on there, if they're backwards, like you're looking at them in a mirror, then you know you're looking at the emulsion side. So this is the side that was facing towards the lens when it's in the camera, and the light comes in and hits there. And so to actually see what you were seeing through the viewfinder, you'd have to look through the other side at that. Otherwise, it's all mirrored. So anyway, I don't know why they specify put emulsion side down. That's probably just to help you stay organized. So maybe you could make a sloppy contact print, throw this under your enlarger, and everything's the right way around. I don't think there's any difference in like the acidity of either side of these archival sheets that could ruin the emulsion side, as opposed to the film base. Anyway, we're just stuffing in our floppy rolls, preserving Sarah's film so that one day, if I build a darkroom, I can print some pictures that she took, and then she'll love me forever. Yeah, I know, but I'm a control freak.
A medical bag stand? That kind of makes sense.
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, it looks like one, but it works perfectly for hanging film. It's just long enough. Like, look, most of these are 36 exposure rolls. I don't know what you're seeing, but there's enough room. The only thing worrying about it is I move it around and there's pets in here and the dog can knock on it and yada yada. I'm not scanning today. No, I scanned these forever ago, and they've been hanging up for like a month because I'm busy making videos. Yeah, we're not scanning today. I definitely need to do a long form on how I do scanning. I did a pretty comprehensive minute-long video. Oh, what's up, Lambo? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. But yeah, we're not scanning today. I can go over the Lightroom file structure and stuff, but I think you guys already watched the long form, so you probably already get how I do that. Let me know if you got any questions about specifics about how I organize things. Anyway, that's one roll down. Thanks so much for joining me. We're archiving film, talking about archiving film, because I'm trying to make everybody go watch my new video about archiving film. It doesn't even have 1,000 views yet. I'm sad. I'm going to quit. I'm just kidding. Let's grab another one. This one is a found roll. This one right here. It was in a camera. What was on it? It was like old people hanging out at like a Lions Club meeting or something. I don't know. Let's grab another one. This one would be easy to archive, but there's nothing on it. This is from an upcoming video that I kind of want to keep under wraps. As you can tell, the first exposure test did not turn out very well. It's a very specific kind of film that I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet. Oh, you've seen the video. Multi Lindstrom. Thank you. Thank you for watching it. Let me know if you guys want any follow-up questions answered about it. If I'm just,
In the future.
yeah, what do you guys want to see in the future? Do you want me to keep doing boring stuff like archiving film, or let me know if you have any requests on stuff you want to see. And I'm pushing, man. Don't worry. Uh, Trying to capitalize on every film related aspect of my life to make content to entertain you guys. Invisible film. I mean, that kind of touches on what I'm trying to do with this. I don't want the film to be invisible, but I want to do something with it that allows me to make pictures that otherwise would not allow me to remain invisible to the subject. Some kind of super secret agent street photography thing, but I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag yet. Anyway, what's up next? Now we've got some actual from Japan Fuji 400, and you can tell because you see that rebate, you see those green and red marks there. That's how you know they actually made this in Japan. I don't know if I have it. Do I have a box of it here? Anyway, the American made stuff here. I'll probably be able to. Yeah, here's the Kodak in disguise. It does not have those red markings. It just looks like a roll of Kodak stuff, but they say Fuji on it. Uh, go, go, you weren't supposed to guess it, Glyph bin, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be the next Ouija. Zambo, your video, good kick in the ass as I took over 2 terabytes needing organization and transfer. Yeah, man, I try to not let it build up that bad. As you can tell, I definitely let my scanned film build up, and this is my least favorite part is archiving, so I'm trying to get it done. And better detail in pinhole cams. Well, let me ask you this. Are you using a homemade pinhole? Because I think half the battle in getting a clean picture from a pinhole camera is having a very uniform hole. Um, so I know there's ways to have a specific kind of pin of a specific diameter that makes a specific type of hole, and then you got to clean it up. Like you can use high grit sandpaper to clean up the pinhole, and I think the cleaner and more uniformly round your pinhole, it's a Holga. You have a pinhole Holga. I don't know, man. The only pinhole I've used is the Pinsta. If you haven't watched my video on getting direct positive 4x5 black and white prints out of a Pinsta camera, you're missing out. It's my best episode ever. It's 37 minutes long, but it's got so much content. It feels like 5 minutes. It's a joy. It's a jam. It's amazing. Go watch it. I need all the watch hours I can get. Yeah, I use my mouth for a pinhole camera too. I am a camera. I am the action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I think this is an old roll I shot forever ago in my here, let me go grab it. It's a special camera. So I think the roll I'm currently cutting up was the first roll I shot in this. I found this camera, got it for $5 at a swap shop. It's called Trade Days. It's like just a big flea market thing. This was sitting out in the sun. It was like in 100-degree weather, just getting blasted, and it still worked. Luckily, I had another point and shoot that uses the same battery. Took it out of that, put it in this. It's the Pentax UC1. It's a prime lens. It only opens up to 3.5, but that's plenty fast for most use cases. And I just love a kind of compact prime camera. The finish is kind of fucked on it. You see that? It's coming off, getting a little tacky, but it shoots fine. The first roll came out great. And yeah. Anyway, let's get back to cutting. So there's strip 1. I have watched 3 times with different people. Hey, thank you so much. You're making up for all the losers that haven't watched it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I appreciate that. The Pinsta video is definitely my favorite video so far. And I think it's because I didn't script anything. It was all just kind of, I wrote bullet points for what I wanted to touch on in the talking head. And the other reason I think it's my favorite video is because Sarah has her own talking head segment. She shares her thoughts and we argue and fight and there's drama and there's action and there's romance. Am I the action? Yes, I will do a video eventually on how I develop film at home. I've already done shorts on it. So I'm kind of just thinking how just making it longer, is that going to make it more worthwhile for you guys? But I just want to figure out an angle that's going to make it more of a me video than just a cut and dry, boring how to. And I'm sure I can do that. I made a video about archiving film fun. I think I can make a video on developing film fun too. Anyway, let me see. You guys couldn't see what I'm doing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got some pictures of my Walker puppy boy here. Don't want to ruin those. There we go. It used to give me so much anxiety cutting these, but you know, you got to embrace the imperfections when you're shooting film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one kind of does line up with the numbers. See, I'm on 24 there. Can you see that? 24. So instead of counting, I could just be like, okay, where's 30? There's 30. But instead of like really, usually what I do is I just drag the rest of the roll here, line it up, and there we go. Now I know. But still, the OCD in me can't let me resist doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Another one bites the dust. What am I missing? We do. Yeah, I'll do. I already said that. I can't keep up with archiving my shots. I just started burning it all. Well, that's good, dude. No, I'm not left-handed. Is this? Yeah, I'm flipped because I got the selfie camera on. So yeah, that does look like my left hand, doesn't it? This is my right hand. Yeah, see, the text is backwards. I am not left-handed. No, my dad was left-handed, but I guess I didn't get that. Thank God, I would have gotten bullied. Okay, there we go. This one ended up being a perfect 36 exposure cut. Yeah, sometimes you just got to let go, minimalism and all that. I am definitely a prisoner of my own possessions. I live maximalist style. I'm a hoarder. I have a storage unit that's like what? It's like 12 by 15 or something like that. And it's packed. You can barely walk through it. And there's a lot of cameras and darkroom and enlargers. And I probably have at least 5 enlargers, but no darkroom. Because I live in my mom's den. And yes, I could hustle my way into maybe making one in the barn or in the garage or some small compact thing I can set up in the bathroom and tear down. But things are already packed enough here. I live, sleep, and film things all in this small room. There's part of my collection there. That's the stuff that is, that gets to the privilege of staying with me in the den. The rest of it's in storage. I have a lot of cool cameras I would love to do videos on. I have one of those Polaroid 110 land cameras that used I think like originally it used some type of film and then it got converted to using pack film like peel apart, but they don't make that anymore. So I found a guy on eBay who sells a conversion kit for it where you can turn it into a handheld 4x5 rangefinder camera. And I want to do that. Grainy Days did it already though, so I'm kind of, you know, I feel like he beat me to the punch. Other people have done videos on it before. Ribsy did it, but I would love to get that happening. Oh, guys, check this out. Speaking of 4x5, my buddy Alexander just sent me this. It expired in 2005. 50 sheets of Ektachrome 4x5. Can you believe it? He's been really trying to get me to become addicted to large format stuff, and I've been resisting it. Oh crap! I just realized my phone's not plugged in. I don't want you guys to die on me. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We're archiving film and just talking about film and photography stuff. But now I got a good reason to actually shoot film in my 4x5. So far, I've only shot paper in it, which is a bit limiting, being that it's ISO 1. So anyway, let's pick another roll. What's next? Let's do another color roll. This is some of that fake Fuji I was showing you guys a second ago. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's cut this puppy up. And this is what I use for clips. I don't know if they're curtain clips, whatever. They work great. They weigh it down. The only thing is, if sometimes on this end, if you cut it out of the can too close, you might have to put these sharp teeth on your picture and you get little marks, but that usually doesn't happen. And you know what? It adds character. So let's see. Okay, so this is this one's mine. This one's my first roll that I shot in San Antonio with Sarah. Sarah at Saradolia on Instagram. That's Sareidolia. My lovely wife, girlfriend person. And I shot it with Eric at Money Shot Photo. Go watch that episode about why photo walks suck and you should never go on one because God dang it, I have to be mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the numbers line up on this one too. So I could just trust numbers on this one. Let me know if you guys got any questions, comments, remarks, requests for future content. I'm here for it. 1,
Someone
2,
said
3, 4.
Doing a
5,
video on
6.
how to develop your film at home.
Yeah, I touched on that. I said I've done the shorts. I did a 3-part short series on how I develop black and white film at home, starting at the very beginning, the basics of getting it out of the can, because you rewind it and usually this is sucked up in there, and I try to resist everything I can to having to crack it open because I like saving these for bulk loading. So the first episode is all about how I use a film leader retriever to get it out of here. This is just a prop roll. It's already ruined. I ruined it by just testing eBay cameras and making sure they advance and everything. Anyway, and then it goes through that and then getting it into the Patterson tank and then actually pouring the chemicals and doing all that stuff. Yeah, I will do the 110 Polaroid 110 video eventually. I'm gonna have to document how I convert it and all that for more content, DIY, how to type of stuff. I gotta order the kit from the guy on eBay. I think it's like $100. So, if I can make the video good enough, I'll make that back in spades. But so far I've only made $20 on YouTube. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you need to make $100 before they send you a dime. I'm not complaining though. I love what I do, and I'm so glad I find people like you that like watching me do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a sec, Lambo. I'll get to you in a sec. Uh, interaction and walkabout video. What you saying? There's no hatred and fighting and violence in my videos. Ah, yeah, that was a fun uh thing to capture. I'm so glad I had the camera rolling. That adds like a nice little spice of drama in the middle of the video. And Money Shot handled himself perfectly. I mean, what else are you gonna do? He wasn't overly rude to the guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I told Money Shot, hey, give me your address. I'll send you your negs back. And now I've sleeved him up and he's busy though. He's like, you guys got to go check out Money Shot's Instagram. He goes out like every day and shoots a butt ton of film on so many different formats. He does 4x5, of course, 35 mil. And he brought with him on that day the Texas Leica, the Fuji, whatever, 690 thing. I got to hold it and look through it. It's pretty neat. And he shot a bit with that, but I didn't feature it in the video just because I try to keep things short because I know you guys want to watch less ads and you want entertainment. You don't want to just be like, here's this camera, look at it, it's cool. Now here's a bunch of B-roll in silence, and now smell my farts. So I try to keep the cuts real snappy. But definitely go check out at Money Shot Photo on Instagram. His work is amazing. He was a real nice guy, even though I said photo walks suck in that video. It was just a way to make it not just a gear porn video about the Minolta X700, which I guess worked fine. I sold all 3 Minoltas within a few days. The first one sold the first day. And of course, they bought mine first, the one I shot in the episode. I should have charged more, but I was just trying to keep in line with eBay comps. I don't have a big head where I think, oh, I touched the camera. It's worth $1 million now. But I got a good price for them all, and I got to keep those cool 45 mil lenses that were on my camera and Sarah's camera. Oh, and if you're noticing, in my archiving video, I said first thing I like to do is dust the film, and if I don't know if you've noticed, I have not done that. I just zip it through. These are clean gloves, so I can just get all the dust off it. But I was just trying to be very thorough in the long form video. I usually dust them before I scan them with the rocket blower, but usually when archiving, I do not dust it. I wanted to have that whole bit about blowing your film, and I think that went over swimmingly. Anyway, this one, I don't know, but it almost started on the 00. You guys ever get a frame on the 00? This one start. Sometimes I've gotten frames on the X. It goes X 000 then 1. So this one's probably going to have some bonus frames. This well, the frames are upside down, so this has to be from a point and shoot. This is probably from Sarah's point and shoot. We got scenes here of us over at my cousin's place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's the real legitimate Fuji. It's getting rarer every day. Every time I shoot one, the prices go up. You and Sarah should do a pinhole camera contest where you have to make your own pinhole camera out of trash and random stuff. Some photo on high school class stuff. I mean, that would be fun. Did you ever make a pinhole in photo class?
Oh no.
Sarah's the only one. Sarah's more analog reel than me. She actually did the whole high school photo darkroom thing. And I didn't know what I wanted to do my whole life until I met Sarah. And then I just want to follow in her footsteps for washing those white gloves. Rather than washing them, I just say get yourself a 50 pack and throw away the dirties. We have, but I put on fresh ones today. Usually I just keep letting them get dirty. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they're white, so I guess you could bleach them, right?
Ooh,
Well,
residue on it that would
mess with the film. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm just a mouthpiece for corporate Film America, trying to tell you to buy more stuff. Use my affiliate links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, guys, let me know, what was your favorite bit from the new video? What was your favorite gag? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got really close on that one. Thanks for joining us as we cut up film and try to preserve it for decades to come. That's what we're doing. Preserving and organizing our film negatives. And I appreciate y'all joining me on YouTube. I haven't done a live on YouTube in quite some time, and this is the first time I've done it just straight through my phone talking to y'all. I usually get fancy and do the whole OBS thing, but keep it simple. No need to go gray over a silly live stream. Turn the page, and now we're stuffing. Well, hey, guess what? I did not get an extra shot out of that one, even though it started on frame 0. 0 to 35. That's my age range. Should make it to processing C41. Yeah, I should. I think the way I would handle it is I would do the whole thing from mixing the chemicals all the way into actually, processing them. But, there's so many how to develop C41 things at home, like videos that how am I going to stand out? I mean, I get it. I make different kinds of videos than most people. So I just got to stop worrying about it. I always worry about, you got to have the angle, like rainy days exposed or photo walks suck or fucking film sucks, shoot on paper, because people love the rage bait. People love to hate me. And it hurts my feelings, but that's how you get thought. That's how you get views. Lambo, the forethought of getting the page with extra row to avoid random trimming. Yes, I dealt with that for a while. I think I bought 100 pack of the 36 exposure sheets, but look, now I got extra space here. And you know what? If I was not so futso and keeping good notes of how I developed everything, what a lot of people do is they'll take the leader, the burnt part. Let me get a burnt part. There you go. And you stuff that in there, and then you can put that on a densitometer and be like, there's my baseline. That's how low. Oh, I should shave a minute off. It's too dense. Oh, but I'm not that techie. Is unfiltered raw. Keep doing it. Thank you. I try to be unhinged raw, but definitely a lot of cuts because I like editing. You know, honestly, my inspiration is Matty Matheson, and specifically the productions he does. What is it called? Just a Dash. He's Matty Matheson. He's like a celebrity chef guy on YouTube, and he's on The Bear, that FX show. But anyway, the series he did called Just a Dash. Well, whoever the heck he had editing that, they do such an amazing job. They take you on a journey. You forget that he's cooking a ham or something, and that's the kind of stuff I like to do. And maybe one day, if I can make enough YouTube money and hire somebody I trust to edit things the way I want, then I won't have to edit anymore.
But let's be honest, you're a huge.
Yeah, I am a huge control freak. So here's some more Kodak double X. I'm just trying to figure out which side is the front, which end's the back. Okay, I figured it out. So this is the one from another one from that San Antonio episode, and you're like, wait, that came out forever ago. You're just cutting it up now? Yes, I let my stuff hang and collect dust for like a month before I get around to cutting it because I'm busy making YouTube videos for all of you to enjoy and laugh at, and yeah. Anyway, this is the roll that has the puppy fisheye pics at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh crap. Okay, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, this is a Sarah roll. Sarah shot a crap ton of film that day. You got good pictures. Shove it. Guys, which is your favorite picture of Sarah's from the San Antonio Photo Walk Sucks episode? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got good pictures, babe.
Yeah, the barber shop.
Oh, come on. I also like that McDonald's shop. We already cut that one up earlier. Could slide note card off doodles in there too, but I guess catalog notation eliminates need of note card and sleeve beyond label space. I mean, I could definitely refine my cataloging system. Like I was thinking, instead of putting all those notes there, if I just make like one identificating file number, like if I come up with a system with digits and alphanumerical stuff and put it there, and then make sure that that same thing is in my Lightroom catalog, I'd be able to find it just as easy without making all those notes. But I'm just trying to be thorough. And then also they include these with the sheets or with the binder, I think. You got an index. So you could say what's in here on there and cross-reference that. But this is definitely stuffed. This is everything I've shot this year. Well, mostly everything. There's a few things in other binders, but yeah. And as you can see, I'm very hopeful. Every time I make a new one of these, I put volume 1, hoping I'll get to volume 2 and 3 within this year, but I still can't shoot as much film as I'd like, especially now that I'm making videos about shooting film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We didn't go on a trip.
Yeah, and we didn't go on a big trip this year.
But that wasn't really a
Yeah, that was a family trip. By the way, guys, did you notice? Like, I specifically picked in the archiving video to showcase how I structured the photos we took on Route 66. We shot like 60 rolls of film, and honestly, I probably did not organize that well because it's all within the date range of April, and then like it's not really in any order from there.
all of this photos because we've got some really good ones from that trip.
6.
But
Yeah, we did.
To go with it.
I know. Maybe we have to go do Route 66 again and show Grainy Days how to make a real Route 66 video. Does it need to be an hour long? I don't know, but we'll find out. Anyway, look, this is the fun thing about shooting fisheyes. The frame spacing is huge. You don't have to worry about messing up the cut. You know, you could drive a truck through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, we spent a month on Route 66 back in 2022. Yeah, Tulsa to Santa Monica and back. Yeah, we didn't start in Chicago, but you know, we did most of the dang thing. We did all of it. We did the Blue Whale in Tulsa. We did Tucumcari, or Tucumcari. To come carry from Tucson to come carry. That's how the song goes, right?
We did Bug Ranch.
Yeah, we did the Bug Ranch, which is right next to Cadillac Ranch. I feel like Bug Ranch is the secret. Nobody knows about Bug Ranch, but it's cooler than Cadillac Ranch because there's not a bunch of hipsters there. We had it all to ourselves. And it's VW Beetle bugs in the ground instead of Cadillacs. And Sarah took a picture there that got into a gallery on National Photographers Day, which is coincidentally, should I tell them what it's also her birthday. International Photographers Day, August 19th, is also Sarah's birthday. So that's how you know she is destined to be the most perfect, wonderful photographic angel that ever existed. And she got a print shown in a gallery in Orlando, Florida that opened that day. And she took that picture at Bug Ranch, which where is that anyway? Where's Cadillac Ranch? It's in Texas, so it's got to be in North Texas. Yeah, right by Amarillo. And the picture's kind of funny. The one they picked, she submitted 5, and they picked this picture that she took. It's like, I guess stereotypical film photographer scene. It's an abandoned, dilapidated place in a scene, but it was like an old recliner that's all beat up and graffitied, and somebody graffitied. What did they say? Something, I'm gay. They said what? I'm gay.
I'm gay.
Yeah, they spray painted "He lives, I'm gay" on the chair, and I guess the gallery thought that was so profound. Maybe they thought she was gay. Yeah, it's Snap.
Snap Orlando.
Yeah.
It was the best art community in Orlando, Florida.
Well, Lambo, you really share Sarah's birthday? You kidding me now? You're an international photographer too, eh? Well, happy belated birthday to you. Okay. We're getting low, guys. I appreciate you joining me for archiving all this stuff. It's kind of made it more fun. Yes, I would have got it done a lot faster if I wasn't having to talk to all you guys, but I appreciate you tuning in. And for all of you that are sticking around, you know what? Yeah, I'm just so blessed. Thank you. Film is sliding so easy. I bought a bunch of sheets from China and stuff in film. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's been working out pretty good. Sometimes I have to do like a little number like this, where I kind of like go like that. And it depends on how thin the film base is. Different films have different like floppiness ratios, and it's going in pretty good. Yeah, the print file stuff is made in the USA, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe they just stamp on it USA and they're really lying. Favorite film stock and why? Uh you know, just my favorite like commercially available is probably Fuji 400, even though now it's really Kodak because it's like the cheapest stuff you can reliably go to Walmart and buy, 3 rolls for $24. When I started buying it, it was $18 for 3 rolls. But really, I like Kodak Eastman Double X motion picture film, and I like Vision 3 500T. And yeah, I like anything cheap. Huh? Yeah, I said double X. Yeah, double X and anything you can get for cheap, dude. I feel like it all looks good. People say, oh, the portrait look, this look, whatever. Like labs are going to scan it differently and put in so much of their own vision into what it looks like. Like, if you're going to scan it yourself and whatever setup you have, that's going to have a lot of say about how it looks in the end result. So just shoot cheap. If you're able to focus a camera and take a picture, I mean, it's fine. And you can do a lot with colors, even in the dark room. You can do color filtration. Like, I don't know. I get reliable, good results out of cheap film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like people just, I don't know, like how much difference could you see? Like you could show me a picture taken on Fuji and tell me it's portrait, and I'd believe you. Like I'm not some snob pixel peeping. You're like, actually, the tonal charts, the S curve of your RGBs indicates that is actually the cheap stuff. For shame. No, I don't. Whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the stuff about 800T. Just get some 500T. I mean, I know it's harder now that you can't buy it direct from Kodak, but I think you can still get it from B&H for around the same price that Kodak had in their price sheets. Just done shooting. Lucky that maybe the thinnest 30. Really? I guess they're skimping out. Shrinkflation. They want us to have floppy rolls, make it harder to scan. That's what happens when China enters the market, I guess. I don't know. This is not a geopolitical rant. This is stuff on film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any hot take on pastel color in expensive film? I mean, who cares? You can edit your stuff. I mean, I don't edit any of my film scans, and I think my stuff looks kind of soft and pastel and dreamy and whatnot the way it just comes out in Negative Lab Pro, and I'm shooting the cheap stuff. I've prob I remember like right when I got into film, I bought a pro pack of Portra 400. See, I can't even think of the name, and I haven't even finished it. And every time I go out with it, I'm like, this is too precious. I can't waste any shots. And like, I get the pictures back and I'm like, okay, looks like a film picture, so that's my hot take on pastel expensive film. Oh boy, ugh. Just shoot the cheap stuff, man. Like, have fun, like, who you trying to impress? God damn. Yeah, lie of the century. Exactly, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a roll of just fun, wasted frame, family memories. Forget what camera. This is probably in my XD5. I think I was just playing around, taking flash pictures, just seeing how they come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like scenes of me in the kitchen bugging my mom with the flash. I forget why I was taking all these frames. I think I was just having fun wasting film. Bugging Sarah. Okay, got another roll cut up. Now we only got 2 more to go. And this one is a found film I found in a camera. And look at that. Look at the difference. See this found film? It's been sitting for like decades in a camera. It's all curled. Can you see that? You can kind of see it. See how it's crimping around the edges up here? And then, here's some fresh film. See how flat that lays? Oh my gosh. It's a modern marvel. Ah. Okay, let's get this stuffed in the sheets. Am I missing anything? It says, Lies, actually, there's some film look things you can't skip, like grain, but the colors are 100% on the person who makes scanning. Yeah, and maybe if I had a dark room, I would be singing a different tune, like, okay, the color filtration necessary to get a natural look from this film base to that film base, but that's going to be a long road ahead if I ever start doing RA4 printing, hopefully one day. I do not have a color enlarger. I have 5 enlargers in storage. None of them are color enlargers. But, you can just use gel filters or something. I don't know. Film is film. Pastel look is overexposed and lift your shadows in Lightroom. There you go. I'm too busy to do that. I barely ever touch post-processing of my film scans. I just let Negative Lab Pro spit something out on the Frontier default setting, and it's usually good enough for me. Sometimes with medium format stuff, well, I mean, usually when I scan medium format stuff, I stitch 4 shots together to get a higher megapixel scan. So I'll end up with a 70 megapixel scan of 645. And I just have Lightroom stitched together the 4 corner shots and then bada bing. And that's probably as phony baloney as I get when it comes to film scans. And some, I have played around with turning the scan into a positive TIFF and then futzing with the sliders in Lightroom to really give something special to some bigger shots. But usually I don't bother. Why polish a turd? You know what I mean? I'm not talking about film look in whole, more about the funny color presets. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I haven't messed with presets since we like started photography in general, which probably around like 2017 or something like that. Just bad scans. It seemed like the majority of old photos. Yeah, maybe. I mean, depends on how they scanned it and whatnot, man. Fresh film is much thinner today. It does look thin, doesn't it? Loma 800 is just as good as Portrait and Hector. I'll die fighting this fight with that. Good for you. Die on that hill. Show all those pretentious losers you can shoot on Fomapan and Pro Image 100. Who are you kidding? Okay. Down to 2 more rolls, gentlemen. Still wonder how you achieve such consistent results on NLP Auto. When I do, so half the frames are just green as hell. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I set the white balance for the whole thing. Like I click in Lightroom, I'll click right here to set the white balance for the whole roll. So I'll have the whole roll in its own subfolder, all of these shots selected. I have it set to auto sync. I use the white color picker, click there, and then I auto sync to crop everything within the film borders. And then I just have them all selected and hit convert this whole roll. Well, actually, I'll set up all the rolls in a film scanning sesh like that, where they individually have their white balance set to the film border of that specific roll. I'll crop them all in, and then I'll convert all the color rolls at once on their own. I'm not like converting one and then applying those settings to the rest of the roll. I'm letting it work its magic on a frame by frame basis, but I've given it an even playing field across the board where they're all already set up and ready to go. Still want to maybe just put lower level of attention on it. Maybe. I mean, I try not to be too picky, like, the color balance is a little weird or whatever. That's fine with me. I'm not really going to worry about it unless it's like a shot that like is amazing. And I'm pretty hard on myself too. I mean, I don't beat myself up over my images, but like, I just figure if it's not already a knock my socks off shot, why am I gonna bother, sprucing it up to make the internet love me more? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Oh man, this one's got to have some extra frames. This one started on 00. Baby, 00. Can you see that? I don't know. Where's the frame number? I don't know. Anyway, so this one might have 2 extra. I don't know what this must be Sarah's second, or no, this is Sarah's Fuji 400 from the San Antonio trip. That was my birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got her favorite shot of the day on it, which is the barber. I don't know if you guys noticed it, because I didn't throw up the pictures for very long on the episode, but me and Eric were walking and talking, and Sarah just saw a door ajar of a barber shop, and a guy was in the chair, with the cape on and everything, and she just took a quick snappy snap, and it framed up great. It's a great shot. It's like a frame within a frame situation. 65 on medium format. Wait a sec. I think I missed some stuff. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of I try to stay efficient with NLP. Make sure you import camera original color. Don't apply any Adobe color or presets when you import it. It will throw NLP way off. I mean, I don't know if I did that or not. I think I remember messing with like profiles or something, but all that's like kind of above my, train of thought. I don't know. 65 on medium format. You mean a 65 mil lens on medium format, or you mean like IMAX stuff, like sprocket hole medium format stuff? I spooled my own 65. So yeah, you were talking about that. Vision 3 to 128. It's a slit, but it's very nice. So what you must have a pretty cool jig for a dark room, or so it's like a wood block with a razor and you just pull it through. Like I have thought about doing stuff to like cut up some bigger film. I'd love to get some Agfa thought aerial black and white stuff because it's infrared sensitive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've thought about trying to do stuff with cutting up film in the dark and doing special things DIY, save a buck and just do, shoot something that's not commercially available in whatever format I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But being as I don't have a dark room, it would have to be a very compact solution that would fit in a dark bag, which lives on the back of my chair, by the way. because I use it pretty often, especially when I was doing the 4x5 direct positive paper stuff in the 4x5 camera, because I'd have to load the paper into the film holder. Then I'd have to put the film holder back in the dark bag and put it into the Pinsta and yada yada. I had a lot of time with my hands stuffed in a dark bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut. But yeah, that's cool as heck, man. Also modded my pen. That's cool, man. 70 mil back. So wait, what is a 70 mil back for a Pentax 645? I don't get what you got more esoteric knowledge than me, son. Which isn't saying a lot. I'm just a mouthpiece parroting all the weird film stuff I've learned on YouTube. And now I'm just trying to do my part and contribute to the community. So yeah, look, we got 2 bonus frames on this one. You trying to freak me out, dude? No, it wasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You had me tripping, dude. No, we got 6 strips of 6 and then a couple bonus frames. Okay, let's get it stuffed in there. We're down to the last one. Yeah, you had me tripping, dude. I had to go check myself. But yeah, what are you talking about with a 70 mil back? Is that the aerial film? Is that IMAX? Is IMAX 65 or is it 70? What's the difference? Bada bing. I don't know. Is normal 120? Is that 65 mil? Or is it 120 millimeter? That's a way to piss off film people. I shoot 120 millimeter film. Well, I shoot 220. And what would you call an 8x10 sheet? How many millimeters is that? Let's see. I shoot 360 millimeter film. I'm a dumb American. I need my conversion stick. Anyway, IMAX is shot on 65 and printed on weird 70 mil. There are 2 different 70 mil specs. It gets weird. I bet, man. By the way, did anyone go see Oppenheimer on film projection? I was blessed to get to go see that at the San Antonio IMAX. It seemed like they started late. I guess maybe the projectionist was running late or whatever, and that's got to be an epic gig. Have you guys seen, like, there's a couple people who've put up like vlog stuff of them showing up on like opening day of projecting Oppenheimer at some place and like all that cool old analog gear and like a whole room dedicated to pull this giant freaking transparency through a freaking machine to put it up on a giant screen. It's awesome. Freedom unit is cool. Oh yeah, the freedom unit, the inches and the feetses. You know, that weighs about as much as 16 Big Macs. You know, that's what people always say about Americans. Like anything but metric, please. Anyway, let's get to this end. So see how green this is? This is here, let me hold this up for you. This is some found film, and I developed it. I forget. Hey, what's up? Speaking of weird film formats, guys, Social Democracy. This guy shoots pano, large format panos. It's amazing stuff. Go click on his face, go check out his work, come back before we wrap this up and all that. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this is some old found film, super green color cast. I think it's just a bunch of old people at an old people function. I don't know why I tried to save it. Usually go to watch the Saving Private Ryan live action on Marback. I don't get what you're talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that in San Antonio? I haven't gotten to go to San Antonio very much, so I don't know local things if you're referencing something. I'm out here in the sticks, okay? I'm not even in an incorporated area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out here just being a mountain man. Cutting my film, whiling away the days. And this one's got burned. Okay. Oh, there's a few extras in the end, so might as well just cut it up as normal. Let me see. So I couldn't really see the frame lines here. I don't know if there's any information left in there on that dark bit, but I kind of just lined it up to the last strip and guessed. Just fine by me. These aren't my memories. This is found film. You guys ever find film and develop it on, develop it to have a peek into the past and people's lives that have gone by? It's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Anthony of Anthony's Expired Film also has a second Instagram page. Anthony, what do you call that one, Anthony? If you're still here, I could have sworn as a kid my negs were greenish. Well, they probably waited too long to develop it then. Uh, yeah, found film's fun. Tony, what's your other page called? Tony's Lost Film. There you go. Anthony's Lost Film. Yeah, Anthony, anytime he finds film, he develops it and posts it on his second page on Instagram. There's other pages that do stuff like that. Like there's one called Dead Fred. And I've wanted to contribute to that because I've scanned a bunch of found film that I've either developed or just found already developed. And I have a huge backlog of that too. I have boxes and boxes full of slides from the past. Some cool things I found recently were like some Brownie box cameras, film scans, or negatives that I scanned that were like from the 40s. I don't know when exactly it was, but the phone numbers on like the bread truck had like 4 digits. You know what I mean? Like it was old. I cut this one up enough. No, I need to trim some more off this one. Well, guys, this is the last one I'm stuffing away. So if you got any last minute questions, let me know before we call it quits over here. I appreciate y'all for joining me and watching me play with my scissors and enjoying my scissor privilege. Uh, yeah, you definitely find a bunch of fog stuff, but I've been surprised at the level of detail I've been able to get out of some found film that's been sitting around forever. I was about to close this up, but then I remembered I have to tag all these now. If you haven't seen my new episode on archiving film, that's the last step before I can just put this back in its case and put it on the shelf. I got to go through here and cross-reference my Lightroom catalog and make sure each of these will be easily found. Well, yeah, that's about it. I cut up all my film. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Been going for an hour, so I think I'm going to call it quits, go take a little break, and then come back and tag all these. And, hit me up on Insta if you want to DM me or, leave a comment on here when I post the VOD. And I appreciate y'all and thank you so much. 2024 has been awesome. It's been great meeting all of you and all the support has been awesome. One more plug, dude. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Been inspiring. I see a photographer. Thank you. I appreciate that. One more plug, guys. I don't know social democracy. I don't know Senpai Sky if I'm doing that, but have you guys? Okay, you just shot a roll. Dun, 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 dun. You took a great picture of a trash can. The light on it was perfect. You rewound the film, get it out of your camera, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna put this. Wait, this is boring. There's amazing trash can bangers on this roll. I don't want to put it in this thing. No, I want to put it in this thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you what? What? For all your trash can bangers, it's got my logo. They say banger. Look, it's backwards because this is the selfie cam. It says banger. What? Would you want to put your film in one of these? Let me know. I'm going to be selling them soon through the help of a very special friend who I don't think is in the chat anymore. But look, we got options. Here, let me spin the camera around. Look at these. These are the Oh, I thought I spun you around. What the heck? There we go. These are the prototypes. We got several different colors. And they say low pro banger, trash can banger. Put your film in there. Put your trash can bangers in a trash can banger can. What more could you want? Anyway, keep a lookout. I'm sure I'll be posting stuff about these and how we'll be selling them once we actually figure all that out. But they're 3D printed, but they're nice. We're thinking of just doing simple printed on handles instead of doing these fiddly things because, I don't know. It's kind of fiddly. Anyway, hit me up in.
Not in there.
Oh, he sold. I'd give me 15 of them right now. Oh my God. Yeah, well, hopefully we can get them out soon. I think it'll be fun. Once I figure out how we're actually going to sell them, what price they're going to be at, I'll probably announce it on Instagram and on here. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Oh, look at this. Well, here, Sarah, you want to point the camera at me because it's backwards when I use the selfie cam.
Oh, you want me like that?
No, I mean like, bing, bada, bing.
I just see my face.
You gotta do that. Hey, everybody, say hi to Sarah.
Hi.
Okay. Bada bing. Here, that's me. And I know you guys are probably thinking that's very vain of you to have your name on your chest, but Sarah designed it to go here. So,
Yeah, it was supposed to look like a name tag.
I mean, it's still amazing. It fits me really good. So merch, is in the works. We're doing the trash can bangers. Here, let me give you an update on this stuff while I got you here.
Stickers
Yeah,
that have been at the printer for how long? Over a month?
I still have all these to roll up more Super Double X for people. I'm probably going to sell a limited batch of that. And we do have stickers coming out soon. They've been assigned a printer and we're just getting a big
For like over a month.
Yeah.
It's over a month.
We wanted to get them out for Christmas time, but it didn't work out. C'est la vie. But there you go. Exciting things coming out soon. I'll definitely put out announcements once I figure out pricing and whatnot and how I'm going to sell them. I think postage for this, just putting this in a padded envelope and sending it anywhere in the lower 48 will probably be around $6. So yeah, if you guys have any like shipping knowledge, let me know because I'm still trying to figure it all out. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. Oh my God. Okay, you guys are going to make me stick around and read comments, I guess. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool too, man. This is the brainchild of a very nice friend that I've met on the internet who's helping me figure these out, and I'm letting him run with it, and he's printing them, and I hope we can get them out there and make a lot of people happy and make a little bit of money in the process. This is the first time I've caught one of your streams. I love your vibe. I see how much better. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, Igor. I usually do these on Instagram. This is my first time in a long time doing one on YouTube. I feel like the last time I did one on YouTube, I was at like 300 subs. So it's been a little bit.
Why don't you plug the one you always do on Instagram?
Oh yeah, guys, if you do like the stream stuff, I do a weekly stream, usually with my Australian buddies on Instagram. It's usually on either Saturday or Sunday late. It's like late because that gives them like either Sunday or Monday midday, which works out for Australia. So it's usually late on the weekends, either Saturdays or Sundays in America time. Please don't stop. Tony says hi. Sarah says hi back. Please don't stop doing what you do. You're dedicated. Thank you so much, man. I'm so glad to have all you guys' support. And he's back. Oh, yeah, Lambo. Well, happy belated birthday to you too, man. Injection molding. Yes, injection molding. Yeah, I could probably, but like, how do you got to set up? You got to like talk to a Chinese factory and everything. Like, where do I figure out how to do that? Maybe I could talk to a guy to aluminum CNC molds and everything. And then what? I don't know. What am I going to do? Okay, maybe I'll take one of these. Okay, and I'll make one of those sand molds, and then I'll smelt all my beer cans, and then I'll make I don't know. What am I gonna do? I gotta get DIY crazy over here to try and save a buck. But thank you guys so much. But yeah, there's things in the work for merch, and pretty soon you're gonna like be like, oh, where's my wallet? Take my money, Nick. I want to support the channel. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I got to get out of here, but thank you so much for hanging out while I cut up my film, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And I don't know. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, guys. Talk to you soon. Ciao, bella. How do I end this? Fuck. End.